Recently, while scrolling through my Instagram reels, I came upon a video clip of a late South Indian actress who was more than popular in the 1970s. To say the truth, I was quite amazed to see that reel. You know why? Because in that video, the actor was singing Lagaja Gale, that too very beautifully. The very next moment, I went to Google and searched about her. To my surprise, I came to know that she wasn't merely an actor, but a playback singer too. Want to know who that lady is? Hey folks, I'm Arya, and in this episode of ReelStories, you're going to hear about the life of a wonderful artist, a talented singer, and Malayali's favorite, Srividya, an actor for all seasons.
ReelStories.
Born in 1953 as the daughter of a famous Carnatic singer and an actor-comedian in Madras, Srividya is considered to be one of the most undervalued actors of Indian cinema. She made her acting debut at an early age of 13 as a child artist through the movie Thiruvarathu Chelvar, starring Shivaji Ganeshan. Actually, Srividya launched her career through a dance sequence in Kumarasambhavam, a movie directed by P. Subramanian. But a major break came through Nootruganoora, in which she played the role of a student who was madly in love with a professor. Later on, this beauty went on to become a leading South Indian actor and thrived during the 70s, 80s and 90s. In a career spanning 4 decades, she acted in hundreds of movies in various languages: Kannada, Telugu, Hindi, Tamil, and her very own Malayalam. You might have seen some of her famous works like Dalapati, Apurva Ragangal, Chenda, or even Idavariyile Poocha Minda Poocha, Kaathathekili Kuda, Kandu Kontain, Adaminte Variyilla, Ende Suryaputrikku, and many more to add to the list. Still, like a few other successful heroines of the time, Srividya failed to achieve triumph in her love life. Initially, she was madly in love with Tamil superstar Kamal Haasan, who was her on-screen pair in several movies. News about their relationship spread like fire, and even both their families were in favor of their marriage. However, things didn't work out, and Kamal Haasan later married Vani Ganapathy. Many say that Srividya was depressed and couldn't cope with the reality of her lost love for a very long time. There's one more thing. You guys remember the 2008 Malayalam movie Thirakatha? Srividya and Kamal's tragic love story is said to be the inspiration for that picture. Few years after the breakup, Srividya married George Thomas, producer of the Malayalam film Theekkanal. Many people, including Sukumari, the famous actress, warned her not to marry Thomas, but she didn't heed to their words. The sole relationship lasted only 4 years and the couple parted ways. Even after the separation, the duo went through a long legal battle over financial disputes. The case was even dragged to the Supreme Court. But in the end, Srividya won the case in her favor. Post the divorce, she found love in another person. You might know this guy, Malayalam film director Bharathan. Unfortunately, that relationship didn't last either. Bharathan then married popular Malayalam actor KPS Lalitha. There is an interesting story about this relationship. You know, in her autobiography, Katha Thudarum, KPS Lalitha writes about Srividya's love for her husband. At first, Lalitha had been a supportive colleague and a so-called hamsam or messenger in Bharathan's relationship with Srividya. She even kept track of her romance in film sets, not out of jealousy, but mere curiosity. It was during the shooting of Rajahamsam that Srividya and Bharathan fell out with each other. The duo broke up and stories soon began surfacing about Lalitha and Bharathan's possible love affair. What can I say? That ended there. Time continued to play its games with Srividya many more times. She became ill and was diagnosed with cancer. But during her final days, Kamal Hassan, her lost love, visited Srividya at the hospital while she was on her deathbed. She died in 2006. By then, she had settled in Thiruvananthapuram and even executed a will to establish a music and dance school for poor students. Like I said earlier, Srividya has done playback singing, but only for a few movies like Amaran and Ailate Sundari. Still, one cannot forget her mesmerizing voice. In an interview, she once said that her grandpa used unique methods to teach her the basics of music. During the childhood, she says that he used to teach her music notes on their way to grocery shops. While walking back after buying vegetables, she would have to sing to him what he had taught her earlier. A nice way of teaching, right? She was Srividya, a subtle human being who dreamed to be a homemaker. A lady who went through a personal life filled with tragedies but gained the strength to fight against all odds. She was indeed an actor for all seasons. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for next week's Real Stories. Bye bye.